Okay. Yeah, let's go for another little ride. Okay. There we go. Thought my remote battery was dead for a minute. I think I'm going to take a ride out to Squatch Roger's cabin again. Man, my shield is a little bit freaking weird. Oh well. I ain't stopping now. It's the only chance I got to take a ride. Been working on crap all day. Working on that damn Weedeater. I'll have to put that on the video one day. I actually got my hands on a cool Weedeater. It's not your typical Weedeater. It's a DR, you know, the people that make the brush mowers. And you pull it behind a tractor. So you don't have to stand there and let the Weedeater throw crap all over you. And it's got this pivoting head. So you can actually ram it right into a pole or like a fence post or whatever. And it will swing back and cut real close to the pole. And it actually works pretty damn good. And you don't have to lug a Weedeater around. You don't have to worry about, well, I wear safety glasses anyway, but you don't have to worry about it spraying crap all over your pant legs, because you're sitting on the tractor and it's towing behind you, and it's got an offset tow bar with adjustments on it so that you can make it follow way off to your left or straight behind you if you want. And it's actually pretty cool. I'll have to put that on a video one day. The only problem with that thing is you gotta practice with it, pulling it, and you gotta figure out how you want it, you know, the angle to the left. And I've experimented with it, and you gotta offset it a little bit. You gotta at least use the first notch. If you pull it straight behind you, it's just too freaking hard to hit the stuff that you want to weed eat around. But it is a cool, pretty cool contraption. They make an upgrade for it, an upgraded spindle, which I'm saving my money for. It allows you to load the Weedeater line in a different manner, and it lets you put longer line in, giving you more of a swath. And the coolest thing about it is it's a 4-stroke motor, which means no mixing gas and oil bullshit for your Weedeater. You don't have to carry your Weedeater around, and you don't need 2-stroke oil. So, and they make it in 2 different sizes. I have the little one because it's just for the yard, but they make a bigger one that's meant for like long runs of you know, like fencing for cows and horses and whatnot. It's actually a pretty cool device. And it wasn't that expensive either, and it was easy to assemble. Hey. Yeah. I was watching YouTube the other day and was watching some videos put up by Snowcat, and he had on there the viral video of the guy on the Harley doing the traveling straight down the road, and all of a sudden goes into the Deathwobble thing. And man, I'll tell you what, I've seen that happen on more bikes than just Harleys, okay? A friend of mine had an old, I think it was a 1980. It was a Honda Custom. And I think it was a CB900. It was the one that had the regular transmission, and then you had a high and low range. And that bike would do the wobble when you were leaning down into the turn real hard, and then if you got on the gas real hard coming out of a turn. And that bike, we cured the wobble on that, not with a steering dampener, but with a fork brace, a billet aftermarket fork brace. And here the problem with that bike was fork flex. I can tell you this, I never got that wobble crap on this bike. This thing is as smooth as butter, smooth as warm butter. The motor's smooth, it rides smooth. But yeah, I just wanted to say, there's more bikes out there that do that crap other than Harleys. Although I think the problem on the Harleys may be, well, it could be fork flex, but the Harley forks, like on some of those big ass Harleys like the Fat Boy and whatnot, they look like they're pretty hefty. And my bike only weighs like, it's under 400 pounds, okay? I'm pretty sure this thing's under 400 pounds. Because I can pull it around and flip it around, no problem. Shannon Hill Road. Check out the hairpin turn at the bottom of this thing. Down past the VFW. Welcome, bikers. I was watching another video. One guy said that he found the wobble, and he was like, had his bike jacked up, and he was spinning the back wheel off the ground, and little chunks of metal are coming out of his, it looked like where the, you know, like where your sprocket would be normally if you had a normal drive system. But the Harleys have a fan belt for a drive line. And from behind that, it looked like little pieces of metal were falling out of there. And I think that guy might be on to something. It just worries me because I got people that I know are riding Harleys that I don't want to see anything happen to. And that video of the guy, and he was just cruising straight down the road, and all of a sudden it just starts. And he couldn't have been going that fast, because cars were keeping up with him, you know. Fresh oil. Nice. But that's a scary situation, man. You get that death wobble crap going on, and there's only a couple ways to get out of it. I've had it happen to me a couple times, and I've been lucky enough to get out of it. But when it happened to me, I was on Jap bikes. I was on that. I had it happen to me once on a Yamaha. It happened to me once on a Honda. And the Honda, like I said, it was fork flex. We figured that out. And it wasn't because the tires were out of a line or you went over a bump, or it was the weight of the bike and the under engineering of the forks. Right, here we go. Back Squatch Watcher's crazy ass driveway. Ooh, we got water puddles. And a dog. Hey, he's a pretty good sized dog too. I usually don't have trouble with dogs chasing the bike. I just keep rolling, you know. I don't stop for them. I don't stop and let them bite me. Just keep rolling. If you got to, put your foot up and tap them on the end of the nose, you know. Me, I don't stop. I just put my foot out, and if they're coming at me, end of the nose. They may fly ass over tin cups for a little ways, but usually doesn't hurt them too bad. There he is. Riding around. Oh. Checking my settings on my camera. Talking to myself, riding around.
You got everything. Oh, you said you went back to the factory.
Yeah, I reset it to default settings.
Ooh, sun came back out. Holy crap. I was out here a minute ago. All clouded up.
Yeah, it got warm all of a sudden too.